Come on, guys. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome back again to my channel on YouTube. Is the Real Edo Girl on Facebook, presenter we not the presentable, and on my other Facebook, single mother, single father in Europe. So let us talk about pastor for Nigeria, okay? Especially who we want to talk about today, Apostle Suleiman, the most controversial pastor for Africa. Pastor wey be say dey practice wetin dey preach. He go talk one thing, he go do another thing. And we as African, we as people, they don't to deceive us to the extent say because of religion, many people pack their brain for corner. They no fit use their brain to think, to develop the country, to do anything, to be very, very firm decision citizens. Because of religion, many people cannot think properly. Everything rotates around religion in our community, in our country, in our continent, Africa as a whole. It's all about religion. Many of us don't even have a brain of our own. We don't even have a decision of our own. Say we want to take decision. Okay, let us put the Bible in one corner. Let us put religion in one corner. Let us think with our brain. Let us look at what is in our environment as people and do things accordingly. No, 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 no. We can't. We have to add the Bible to everything we want to do. We will have to add religion to everything we want to do. And that is why it is not working. That is exactly why it is not working, because at the end of the day, there is nothing in the Bible that really relates to our real environment when it comes to our real environment. Even the people that wrote the Bible, there is nothing that really resonates with their lives and their environment and Africa as a whole. We put everything together. We are always choosing the most destructive ways of life and things of life. We cannot think with our brain. We cannot look at our environment and we merge our thinking with it. No, it's all about the Bible. The Bible says Solomon married 3,000 or 3 million wives. So a normal Nigerian man that cannot feed himself, that cannot feed his wife, that cannot feed his children, supposed to marry 3,000 wives. So when you are a woman that is thinking with your brain, you complain that, oh, my husband, why do you want to break the family? Why do you want to get married to another woman when you cannot barely take care of one home? It becomes a problem that begins to refer you to the Bible. When The Bible cannot even pay your bills. It cannot even take care of you. And we see a lot of hypocrisy all these years. How many pastors have been able to play us and give us red card? And many of us accept it because we don't know better. I have a very small battery on my phone for my Facebook in case it's off, okay? Don't know why. So how these pastors have has been able to disguise their behavior, cheat us, scam us, steal from us, and we continue to clap for them. We continue to take it normal. That is a normal behavior that a bunch of women in our community have to build a building for a man to hold the microphone and start shouting every day, making unnecessary noise, that we have to donate for a grown man that is supposed to be taking care of a woman, that is supposed to be taking care of the children, that we have to dance and dance and dance and pay something that is called offering in the bus for somebody to enrich himself, for a man that is supposed to be building himself. In China, men are building their community, they are building their countries, they are taking global decisions. In Europe, men are building their countries, taking global decisions. In Asia, in different countries, in the Arab countries that we normally clap for when we go to Dubai. Ah, look at Dubai, very beautiful. Men are taking global decisions there. They don't wait for women to come and dance and pay them offering so that they can buy a lot of houses and build a lot of buildings instead of companies. No, they don't do that. Many of us have seen the revelation that that comes from a gist lover gram on Facebook, Instagram, and all. How gist lover talk about Apostle Suleiman. Even before this lover and all, a lot of people have been talking about Apostle Suleiman, and many people don't want to listen. They are taking it as if people are slandering him, people are lying about him, people are doing this, people are doing the body of Christ. All those are lies. There's nothing like the body of Christ. There is nothing like that. It's a language that is being formed by these people just to exaggerate. We have seen a lot of prove everything, and because of the cognitive disorders that is going on in our community, a lot of people don't listen. They don't know what is actually going on. Instead of them to think, they begin to fear another way. They begin to attack you. They begin to think that you are lying. You want to fall their pastor. You want to lie on their pastors. They don't actually know that these people don't practice what they preach. And at the end of the day, their destructive behavior is destroying the community, is a complete scam. They are using the women in the community because the most victims over here are most of the women that donate for Apostle Suleiman. They are most of the women that bring their money, bring their car, sell their lands. They take advantage of their situation when they as a man are supposed to be doing resources, money, building schools, doing a lot, demanding a lot from the government. Instead, they brainwash these people, these women, to bring the little bit of money they have and give to them. That is why you see most African women are not self-conscious. All they think about is the men in the community, and the men are not bringing anything to the table. They are not helping them. When it comes to the government, when it comes to the church, it's all about pimping the women. It's all about taking from the women and building up themselves. We have seen the complete selfishness of the black men to the black women in Africa and globally, how us as women are left as the last resources in our community. That is why I'm speaking on this issue today, that most women that go around and bankrolling all these pastors, dropping their offerings, asking their children to drop offering. I don't care how much you are dropping, you are wasting your time, you are being scammed. And you see how, if you read in a gist lovergram, you will see how Apostle Suleiman make use of your money in the midst of poverty in Africa. Every time I go to Africa, I cry my eyes. I almost dash out my pockets to everybody, my money to everybody. I feel so bad inside my heart. I feel so weak when I see some women, when I see all these people that go to church and all these religious places. They have nothing in their home to eat. They have nothing. And you see all these athlete pastors still depend on them to live and to sustain this so-called ministry of theirs. The place that is supposed to be a place for jobs is being replaced by religion, so that people cannot think, people cannot use their brain. Because if you were given a brain, it's for you to think. Don't think with the Bible, don't think in the religious way, because it is going to block your common sense of thinking. That is why you see, whatsoever you talk about Apostle Suleiman, there are going to be those people that will come around and tell you that, Madam, shut up, you are lying. That man is so righteous. That man is so this. They are lying. Blogger, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Let me tell you, if you don't believe what you see on the internet, there is nothing you are going to believe. There is nothing you are going to believe. There are, when people say don't believe what you see, 80% of what you see is true. It depends on you. It depends on your discerning spirit, how you are going to process everything you see. Okay? It all depends on you. That is why they will say, don't believe, and you begin to take that narrative around, because most of us, we don't have the brain to think. We cannot even process a lot of things by ourselves. We need the Bible. The Bible said, the Bible. If you begin to continue in this place of the Bible said, you are going to limit yourself. You are going to limit yourself to think, to process things that you are supposed to be processing as a human being. You can't use your brain. So, do you think that by when we talk about technology now, if the white man depends on the Bible 100%, do you think that their country will be so developed, that people will be so living in a very coexisting society? Do you think that people will live a quality life like the ones they live in Europe right now? Do you think that if people were to think, their first options of processing issue is the Bible, is the religion? Do you think they can build trains, build everything they have today to make their life so easier? Do you think that if the men were like the African pastors and the men in our community that depends on women offerings and tithes, do you think that if these white men so much depend on women to give them money to build buildings, cathedrals, and all, do you think that there will be all these old resources over here in this Europe that you're dying to be in? Do you think so? People woke up. This place was the same before. People have to wake up from religion and begin to work and living in real life. People have to stop the delusion, to live in illusion, to live in reality. But many of us don't want to live in a reality because we don't want to. We don't want to live in reality because actually we love the state that the state of mindset that we have right now, the way things are in our society today. We love it so much because many of us have already conformed with the poverty level, the level of sickness, mental health, a lot that is going on in our community, pollutions and everything. We have already conformed with it, poverty and all, child death rate, pregnancy, women, violence everywhere. We already conform to it, that is a part of life, but it is not. It is not. Our mentality is going to destroy us when we continue listening to all these pastors. They have nothing to offer to nobody except themselves and their family. And many of you continue to stay there. They will tell you not to make love with you. They will tell you not to do this. They will tell you not to open your leg. They will go around opening their leg everywhere. They will go around sleeping around with people's wife, the girls in the church. They use people for free job and etc. And we don't get it. And why are we not getting it? Because we don't think with our brain. We think with sentiment, we think with feelings, we think with, okay, our pastor said, who is your pastor? A man that lives in a society that is filled with poverty, dirtiness, lack of infrastructure, and is doing nothing just to look for handouts, 10% of tithe and offering, and you don't think about all this stuff. If you don't actually think about this stuff, I think something is wrong with your mental health and you need to work on it. You need to exercise the use of your brain very well. And by doing that, you have to leave religion. I'm telling you, if you want to use your brain, you have to leave religion or leave religious sentiments and feelings towards religion, towards unknown something. Because when we talk about religion, we're talking about something imaginary, something that you don't see, but you were told and it took the entire of your life. You have a lot of feelings over it. You are very sentimental, you are very emotional about this thing, and you don't know. It's a feeling that is something that you don't know. You were told that there is somebody called Jesus, you were told that there is something called religion. You have never encountered with this thing. You were told everything that you know. You were told. Then if you want to learn something when it comes to the real life, what you see every day, your daily life of what you see, is for you to deactivate that feelings and see things the way it is. And many of you come around when we're talking about all this pastor, you want to say, leave them, blah, blah, blah. You are not helping the issue. It's the same thing like you complain every day about the politicians, and when they caught a politician that is corrupt, you will say, please leave them. You are not helping. And I repeat, something is wrong with you that you need to work on. Something is actually wrong with you when you are a person that complains all the time that things are not working fine and everything, and you think that by not holding people that are really causing problems accountable, that things are going to be fine. There is no way things are going to be fine if the people that are the problem are not separated from the society and held accountable. There is no way things are going to be good in our community, in our society. It is a complete waste of time. It is a complete waste of time if we continue to believe that by shading the criminals, by shading the corrupt people, by shading the people that don't have the words of their mouth, they say something and they do another thing. There is no way we are going to move forward in a society. Over here in Europe, where we stay, when somebody is not doing the right thing, the person is going to be put apart. If he has to be held accountable, he will be held accountable. If he has to be punished, he will be punished. But now you already take the bad egg, separate the bad egg from the people. But in Nigeria, no, does not work like that. We mix everything together. Forgiving, there is no problem. Who only pass? Who is better pass? Let us see the ones that are bad so that we can be able to hold them accountable. Because the problem we have today is a lack of accountability from the people that are really messing up the society. When we talk about the pastor and Apostle Suleiman and co, they have a lot of power to manipulate the society because of the religious feelings and sentiment that a lot of people hold on to. It is a problem. You will notice that at times on Facebook or in every social media, when somebody asks for help, for example, they are sick, they need money, they need something, go to the comment section and you see the religious feelings over there. This person asks for money. He never asks you to pray for him. There is no amount of prayer that is going to heal this person. There is no amount of prayer that is going to do a surgery that is necessary to save the life of this person. There is no amount of surgery that is going to of prayer that is going to save this person. This person need garden money to go take care of themselves. You begin to pray, God help her, God do this, God do that. God, before you do your God, that person is gone. We need to be less religious and think effectively. We need to think. We need to make use of our mind. We need to make use of our brain. That is very, very necessary in the Black community because I see a lot of people, they are lost. They leave their brain at home. When it comes to taking decisions, their brain is nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. It's all about Jesus. Oh, Jesus, everything. Then what are we going to do with that Jesus every time? What are we going to do when we have to take real decision as real people. The next thing, we begin to praise different countries. We begin to talk about other countries are better than us. Are we doing what other countries are doing? When it comes to religion, are those people missing religion to everything they want to do? If they want to build a train station or train tram, they will start missing religion. We want to open the Bible where the Bible say how to build train, how to build aircraft, how to open a big company and employ people like the way the church, all of you are flocking to the church. Do they miss everything together? When they want to build a business, when they want to do things that will benefit the community, religion is out of the window. But we missed it up. When a car got an accident in Africa, you will see, oh God, we need God to come and build the road. Where do you search that in the Bible? That the road has to be built from inside the what verse are you talking about? People don't think. You are the problem we have. Most of the religious people, they are the problem we have. They are the reason why people cannot even make good use of their brain. It's all about religion. It's all about religion. So I was reading about how Chacha and Suleiman and plenty actress have been doing all their kurukere waka and all. Gist Lovergram said a lot of things about Suleiman, like Maureen Badejo have been doing for a long time. It's long time I've logged into Facebook. I used to watch Maureen Badejo, but a long time I haven't being on YouTube like that, like watching and all. I have my own project that I'm doing and everything. So we saw this on Gist Lovergram, what he said about Abu Suleiman allegedly dating or sleeping around with Chacha and a lot of actress, bankrolling them and everything. We have seen all these things in a country where there is poverty. And I was like wondering, why was Suleiman doing all these things? Why suddenly most pastors infiltrate themselves into the Nollywood industry? I was like thinking, like, why? Was it that they infiltrate themselves into the Nollywood industry, pay these actresses, do a lot of things with all these actresses because they don't want them to be they don't want people to be taking their stories from outside so that the Nollywood will not be using it to make films or what? That was what I was like thinking, like, because many of these pastors, they are so smart. They think they are smart. They think that like 20 years ago, they could do a lot because there was no camera, there was no phone, there was no things that can easily put somebody in a place. So they do all type of shit among themselves. So they believe that things will never ever come to the limelight, and because of the authority and the support that the African community have given to these pastors, they abuse it for years now. They abuse it. They have hijacked all sectors of the Nigeria society, the pastor, the marriage counseling, the business aspect of it. They infiltrate everywhere, even the Nollywood. They started doing all their business, threesomme, foursome business with the Nollywood actresses and all, back rowing them with the money that those poor, wretched, most African women donated. Even children have to pay tithes. Sorry, have to pay offering in the church. You can't come to the church with 5 children and not give them like 5 naira to go and pay offering. It's a must. Even some pastor even quarrel if you give your children coins. They will complain. Over here in Europe, I've seen them complaining. Say you come church, you will carry coins, give your children to go put for plates, very coins. Who better money? Our God is not a poor God. Our God is not a wretched God. You put big money. That will brainwash all these women, and they have been collecting a lot of money, but knowing fully well that this is how they spend the money really break my heart. And I think it is very disrespectful to all the Nigerian women that have put all their trust on these people, that have spent a lot of money on these people, bankrolling them instead of building their lives, building their self-esteem, because all the most people that suffered a lot in Africa are the women and the children. Nobody else. The women and the children, because the men are in authority, they are supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing. But because they don't know, the men don't ask, they don't, we are not be able to ask for accountability, because some of the women are our problem too. Those, like those ones that go to comment section to say, leave Suleiman alone, those mummies, those pick me sheep, those dick worshipper women, and those problematic women, they are the problem we have. They are very, very quick to back these men up and make sure they are not hurt. Why these men want to scam them, want to steal from them, want to emotionally blackmail them. When they bring problem to them, they will say, oh, madam, that your sister is a wish. That your wife, Pochua, is a wish. She's the problem why your business go down. They will make sure they scatter everywhere. They will pit the men and the women against themselves. They have been doing it for years. They will scatter family. They will cause hatred among people so that we cannot agree. But the most beautiful thing right now is that there is YouTube, there is platform where we can speak our mind the way I'm doing now, where people can speak. We are talking about a lot of pastors are very problematic. They are very, very problematic. Even listening to this Chacha AK and all these actresses that Suleiman is bankrolling with houses, BB cars, and everything. Meanwhile, they will come out on the society and begin to deceive the girls. They begin to deceive the young ones that they are making so much money. Everybody want to sing in Africa. Everybody want to be an actress. Everybody want to be Everybody want to be a baseball player. Nobody want to be real the things that will benefit the community, things that is real that we will see and it will impact the community. You running after a ball is not going to impact the community. It's not going to repair the bad roads. It's not going to repair the lack of light in the community. But if you go and learn solar energy, you go for mechanical engineer, whatever engineer you're going to do, it is going to impact the community. A lot of people have this certificate, but they are not recognized. They are not pampered. They are not encouraged the way the actresses, the actor, the music people are giving attention. Those people don't get those attention. That is why we are where we are today. All these talkative passport that they just carry microphone and start making noise up and down. Somebody that have a degree in mechanical engineering in Nigeria, or even if to the best university in Europe, it does not have those attention that they are giving. It is time we begin to shift our mindset to things that are so important, things that can benefit the society. It's not all about complaining every time about the politicians, for complaining when the politician is going to be put in prison and the next thing will collapse and you say, oh, leave him alone, oh, he just collapsed. If he can steal a lot of money and put your children and your generation in poverty, you need to go in for it. And when you become a citizen that demand for accountability, no matter in what sector, you are going to have a better society. But when you are among those people that are still worshiping your pastor, you are still worshiping all these evildoers in the society, you are going to have a society that is fucked up. Your children are going to grow up and ask you, what have you done with your voice? What have you done with your power? What have you done with your time? And that is very shameful. That is what many of you are doing. The next thing we see them, they go, oh, leave him alone. I will read some comment for leave him, no concern now. You people should mind your business. He is a man of God. He is a man of God. When you have seen how the people have deceived, betrayed, lied to all of us, and they have perpetrated nothing but desperation and lack of peace in our community. Everybody wants to be rich. like actresses. Everybody want to be rich like these musicians. Everybody want to hold a microphone. Who is their target? The black woman in Africa. They want to combat the problem that the lack of looking at the society creates. The lack of everything that they have deprived the society create. Have you seen your pastor preaching about how to have a better society? Have you seen your pastor putting schools that are cheap for boys and girls in the community to go? They won't do that because they know your comfortability is of the final finishing of their business. Your comfortability will make them pack their load into their house. When you're comfortable, you don't go to your pastor looking for telling them your problem. You can go to a psychologist and pay for it. You can go for therapy. You can go for whatever. If you have your money, you're independent. They don't want you to be independent. That is why we see Suleiman. We likely give you a gift or open a restaurant for you to go and eat. Then you come back and return all the money that you ate in the restaurants to him back. They will make you have a very, very fast solution, a placebo for yourself. But is that going to last you for longer? Are you going to go for 365 days of the year to Apostle Johnson Suleiman's church to eat? Are you going to be going there with your children to go and eat? Or are you going to make sure that this person is not doing something right and he has to go? And he has to be held accountable. Or you have to modify your preaching to who you are. Don't tell us that sex is bad, this is bad, that is bad, and you're doing something very wrong. You're doing something wrong in your closet, and you come out with a microphone that is designed and put together in China that don't know who is Jesus. In Europe that brought Jesus to you, and at the end they left it and dashed it to you. You can't do that and start making noise. You pollute the society with noise. A lot of people are with mental health issues today. You fucked up their mind. You fucked up their brain. You fucked up who they are, their personality. And you continue to do wrong. And you see the society, mind your business. Me, I'm not going to mind my business. I'm not going to mind my business. That is what it is. Like it or not. So let me read a little bit for you. So we say pity him, have mercy on him. Do Suleiman have mercy for anybody? If you have a secret of Suleiman today, and Suleiman knows you, he can buy you. So those are not people that you have to have mercy for. If you catch them with their nonsense, with all the lies that they preach together, you have to hold them very strong, accountable. Let them leave the altar. Let them stop deceiving people. They hold our people accountable. We can't reason together. We can't speak together. We can't talk together. It's all about God. God will do this. God will do that. Nonsense. Think with your brain. Think with your brain. Let's see. They have this lover gram posted a lot that have to do with Chacha and Suleiman and all. Let me see the Suleiman part of it. because we have heard a lot of Suleiman. I still wonder why you are still defending them. Many of you are mammies, many of you, you have been programmed not to think something better, not to hold people that are really, really giving you problem accountable. That is the problem we have. Lack of accountability. The politicians cannot be held accountable. The pastor that have come and preach holiness for years, you begin to see their real picture, and you think they don't need to be held accountable. You have the guts to come to people's life, people and page to tell them to shut up. Don't. Who is Suleiman? Even the suit that is wearing to deceive you, you all bought it. I've said it so many times. Tell them to post their picture 10 years ago. Let us see their generational wealth that their father created for them. Zero. They have no money. They broke like their papa. It's you black women that go around and donate for them. You give them all your money. You so brainwashed. You give them your car and you start walking with leg. Instead of you to think about yourself. If you are suffering today, it's because of the men in your community are not taking care of you, the government. So the pastors and all. Let me see more. Let me see. There is a lot of gist here. A lot of gist. A lot of gist. Too many gist. See this one too that Gist Lover Grant posted. Gist Lover Grant said he is a pastor too. He said he or she is a pastor, but the woman, if they do licky licky, is a pastor. Tomorrow you will say they should leave them alone. Let them say their sexual orientation, who they are. Then we know. If you are going to a gay man pastor church, good. You know our pastor. Now back they do. Everybody will know. If you are going to your pastor is a licky licky, you will know you are going to pastor licky licky. Because the deception in this community is too much. Everybody will just know where everybody stand. All this, you see back, you want to do front, you see front, you want to do back. All these things cause problem to people, cause betrayal. We can never trust ourselves if we continue to lie to ourselves like this. It's hard for us. Let me see. Oh, this chacha matter. Let me just start. Let me read. Let me read what I can read, because it's much. It's massive information. Massive. Massive. Let me just do right. Do this. It said, okay. I just want to pick that Apostle Suleiman's on that, according to the news, with they said Chacha was knocking Suleiman, and because Suleiman is never satisfied, his greed is, see, he passed the neck. He wanted her to bring more people, so she started bringing more people for him. Even Suleiman put some on salary. When you will go to the market and sell crayfish and sell oil and sell everything, you will go and give your money to one man wey carry gbonla. Instead of you to invest in the life of your children, you will go and give Suleiman the money. You'll be using your money to carry actress, to carry everybody. While Lizzie is sitting down, nyanya, she know what the husband is doing. She doesn't want to talk. Okay, she doesn't want to talk. This one, let me read. Continuation. She was really barely then. For you. He said continuation. She was really bailing then, and it got to a time how she was a second home, because Pastor Suleiman was funding her heavily back to back. Pastor Suleiman is a heavy spender so far. You can do threesome well. I don't know if if he is using it for some sort of occult levels. But a lot of una favorite survive on Sulieman threesomme. Expect, and he does it with Nollywood girls too. That Jeremiah matter later. So back to Chacha matter. As Sulieman dey give am money, other Nollywood girl find out who her sponsor to be, who her sponsor be, and they all went to mark register, which Sulieman affected Chacha a lot. One of the Nollywood girl even born for Apostle Sulieman. Una dey hear? Children wey no get papa, una dey climb our daddy, our daddy, our daddy. If not be wetness and brainwashing, how old is Sulieman for him to be your father? And what does Sulieman have to, when he take get the standard of a father? What standard he have? What standard wey meet somebody that could be called a father? If you are people are not toxic in this community, if you people are not sick, if you people cannot think for better instead for toxicity and worst, how Sulieman take meet the criteria of a father? One are they call am father because you Africans, when you hear people saying something, you will just carry the thing. We start saying it. Our daddy, our daddy, our daddy. Many of you need to go and find your real fathers. Many of you really, really are fatherless. I know. The black community, most men walk away from their family. So there's those daddy issue, mommy issue. You people you need therapy for that, not by calling Sulieman your father is going to make you feel all right. You wasting your time. You can eat those free food and you will still, your life will remain the same. So begin to prepare your mindset if you want to really, really live your best life in this black community. You have to let Sulieman, you have to let Jeremiah go, and your admiration for them, you have to let it go. They have done nothing for the black community. It's all about scam. It's all about lies. It's all about imaginary. It's all about delusion. And you cannot live in delusion and live in a real life. It's going to affect your mental health. You need to be real. You need to look at reality. Who am I calling daddy? What have this person done to warrant him to be my daddy? And why are other people calling them daddy? And what, because of their shouting around on the microphone? What impact have they brought to the society? How have they fought for the government to give the citizens their quotas of living a better life? What have they done for the community? That is the question you should be asking in the back of your mind. That was why, right from child, I have never bowed for any pastor. I look at them as crusty and dusty. That men like this can be living in this dusty community without no development, nothing. They're building churches all over everywhere and making noise. They need to be put out of the community. Those places of gathering are places in Europe where people gather to work and build their community, get salaries, and do better things for their communities and their children. They will create a good legacy for their children, not to be a scammer, not to look tomorrow like manna is going to fall from heaven. I was speaking to a child the other day in Africa. He told me, and my heart broke down. He told me, we are going to pray. Auntie, we are going to pray. Somebody will dash us out. Just imagine. A 7 years old child is going to pray and somebody will dash them out. From 7 years, if you have been brainwashed like that, how are you going to know the importance of working and building a legacy and building an empire for yourself and your family when you already have that in your brain at the age of 7 that you are going to pray and somebody will dash you a house? And I asked him that the house that they are going to dash you or that you hope to be dashed, does that person pick the house from the street or was that person dashed? And the person that dashed the person the house, how did the person build the house? Did he just printed the money? Did he work for the money? How did the money come across to build a house? I was like asking the 6 years old boy, and he was laughing. What will you tell me that child will not grow up and become a scammer and become a Yahoo boy and become a thief or commit a horrible crime against the society and the community? Why do you think so? Why a child that don't believe in work, a child that wasn't trained to have a mindset of working to acquire a house, a mindset of working to raise a family. And nobody is setting that example. I was really shocked to my bone marrow when that 7 years old child told me that we are going to pray and somebody will dash us a house. I have to spend time to counsel that child, to bring the mind out of where the mind has already gone to. That is why I tell you, Africans, take your child away from those people. They want you to fund their business. When you die, your children will continue to be the slave. They want it generation to generation. That is why they are rich. Don't allow them to fool you with their suits. Don't allow them to fool you with anything that they are wearing. They are scammer. As you as the time go, that is how they modify their message. You see, right now, many of them don't even open the Bible anymore. They speak in the terms of motivation according to things that are happening in the community. They don't open the Bible to verse whatever again because they see it does not resonate with the society that we are living anymore. It sounds stupid. It sounds crazy. That is why they are in this motivational thing now. It's not all about Christianity anymore because they know it's not going to. It's going to sound stupid. But at the end of the day, they have captured the mind of the majority of our people. They don't know what they are doing. They are crazy over their pastors. Their pastor will tell them, pull your undies now sharp sharp. Even if you buy you wear that with the biggest ring, she's going to go crazy to do that because the pastor says so. One dirty pastor that was rescued by the whole entire community, aka Titan offering. They will come out and be bragging or be shouting. Why won't you go crazy? Why won't you have BP? Why won't you have every medical issues when you go around to feed your soul with nonsense? Why won't you be sick? Have you asked yourself why you can't think? Why you can't use your thinking faculty? And why you have put your children into a situation like this? That your child will be thinking at the age of 7 that somebody need to dash him or her a house so that she can be he or she can have a home. Still living on delusion. Delusion. That is why I always tell most of my families that have children, take your children away from the church. If your child like, he read from Genesis to Revelation, they will never be an engineer. They will, if they don't acquire the real skills, the real life skills, not the imaginary one, not the fake one, not the lies, they will never amount to nothing. Many of us have degrees today. It's useless because the brain, many have many degrees that will say, God will give me job, God will do this, instead of them to write a better CV with what their capacity, what they can do with their hands. Because everybody have a talent. If there is no job, create one. And creating one is everything. But spend all your time You're waiting for God. You're waiting for God. Suleiman will tell you God is special intervention. The more you pay your tithe, the more money you get. And he will take the money and go and relax in a spa, in a hotel with three, four girls and start enjoying himself with the knowledge of the wife. Who is the fool? You. You have been fooled. That is why you need to wake up. You need to wake the hell up. And stay away from those people that are always, everything is religious. They will not allow you to think with your brain. Your brain will be useless. At the end, you will become old. You have worn out. You didn't teach your children anything. You yourself, nothing. My child cannot tell me that, like, they are going to pray. My daughter, she's 19, my first daughter. She started working and schooling. She can't tell me they are going to pray, God will bring money. She will have nothing less than 1,500 euros every month at her 19 years of age. So where is she going to think about she's going to pray so that somebody will give her money? And who is the person? Or so that she will have a divine alert in her account when she know if she work she get money, if she don't work, no money. And if she don't have a talent to back up the working, no money. That is what we should be teaching our children, not divine alert, divine intervention, blah blah blah. No way, those are not going to work. It's not working. You see how Suleiman spend all your money in a good hotel, good life, softer girls, Nollywood babes. They'll bust your offering and your tithe for you. Meanwhile, there are less privilege all over the society. They don't have food banks. They don't have nothing. We started talking about Suleiman before he went and put food that you should go and be eating. And he do all those things just to ease your mind. Those are not help. Those are help that is benefiting Suleiman, the hungry followers, the hungry members, to ease them so that they will continue to sit in the chair. That is the thing. Suleiman have no integrity. Take me to wherever you want to take me to. Suleiman and the people that are supporting Suleiman, they have no integrity. And I will spare those that are supporting Suleiman because their brain is fucked up. They have been brainwashed, they have been deceived, and their state of mind is being fucked up. They don't think naturally. And that is the problem to all of us. Is a problem to all of us. When we will open an engineering group and the group will end up with Jesus, Muslim, blah, blah, blah. I spoke about this the other day. It is a problem. It makes us to shift our focus to what we have been doing for decades, and there is no fruitful result for us. So let me continue to read. It said, Pastor Suleiman is a heavy spender so far. He can do foursome. Well, I don't know if he's using that for sort of occultic level, but a lot of una favorites survive on Suleiman foursome. If I begin mention names, then they say the body go plenty. That Jeremiah Matana later, so back to Chacha Matana. Suleiman they give her money. Other only we get find out who they sponsor and mark register. This is the man that will sit down and be making noise all over Africa. Suleiman, okay, Suleiman wish affected Chacha a lot. One of the Nollywood get even born for Suleiman. That is where I stopped just now. He born for Suleiman. Are you going to tell me that this Lizzie don't know that somebody born for Suleiman? She know. She's there for money. She have already seen Suleiman that all these spirits that they are talking about, all of them are fake. Everything is fake. So let us do the business. Eh? If you're going to do threesome, one day you lost for hotel, you can't come out for Facebook, all the money will become mine. She will become rich. She will become rich. She's there just to keep face. Probably maybe she will be on a heavy salary. She's there. She don't want to spoil the business, because if it has to do with Holy Spirit or whatever, that woman would have gone. She now find out the truth and she's just there. So say one born for am. One of they look all this actress pikin, the one wey resemble Suleiman inside. I don't talk am here before. Money flow in like before. Chacha was losing it. Na so Chacha do kukure kukure, snatch one married man wey dey sponsor her sister for Abuja. Along Austin know these things, but he doesn't care so far. Chacha bring money come house. Chacha collected her sister business of 100 million by manipulating her sister boyfriend and make the sister boyfriend that wanted to marry her sister through the man. Na married man, she made him chase her out of the house and collected the car he bought for her. Chacha was still knacking the man in Abuja where she was pregnant and Austin was there with them. We are still talking about the lack of accountability and the lack of legacy that we as people, we don't demand from these people. We don't demand it. We don't care. If I look at this comment, like we see people defending them, like, and you want a better government. That is why I don't even care at times. I don't want to talk to you people. You will be talking about Buhari. Is Buhari your problem? I don't think Buhari is your problem. Buhari is not even poisonous the way all these pastors are poisonous and brainwashing. You go there every Sunday, Saturday, weekdays to take injection that will fucked up all your life. So he said Chacha and the husband, no, Chacha was pregnant and he was doing this thing. And we see a lot of men over here in Europe, they do the same thing. It's all about money. They can't work. They don't want to do anything. Right from the church, the women have been used as guinea pig. They have been used to make money. They are money making machine. They don't care how the money comes because they are male identified women and male worshippers. They don't think about themselves. If Chacha is a woman that was taught right from a child to think about herself, she will not allow a man to use her even when she's pregnant to make money or to turn a blind eye. If for a man to use her beauty, she could have used her beauty to acquire any mansions she want to acquire, anything she want to acquire. If she want to get married, she settle down to get married. But no, because she never think about herself, she has to put herself in that situation. And you see those their closet DL men that are doing all sort of nonsense. Women, you need to identify them. We will talk about them, most men in our community, because of the religious brainwashing, because of the religious preaching, right from a child that gay, this is bad, that is bad. They don't allow people to express who they really are. It has become a problem that a man that doesn't love women will hide under marriage like they love a woman. If we are a society where church is separated by from people's sexual orientation, people's life, people's business, and where, because yeah, there is even a law that's even when you talk about exam, daily exam, the exam that I did here, there is a law that separates religious belief from anything we do here. You don't bring your church over here. If you're in hospital, you don't start shouting Jesus, you will be expelled. They will pursue you out of that. They will just revoke your license. I think it happens in London. A Nigerian nurse started shouting Jesus instead of doing a garden job. Her license was revoked from her. So many people have been brainwashed not to express who they truly are. So it's normal you see Chacha husband hiding under DL to exploit Chacha money from her so that she can be doing a open marriage with other men and bring money for sole purpose of money. So it said before Chicha was losing it. So okay, they went to Abuja. She collected her sister husband, and the man gave her accommodation. She was pregnant in this, and Austin was there with them in the same house. But the sister accommodated them that time. They were broke. Suing that man that is sponsoring her sister heavily. She shall inserted herself until the man collected every single thing she did for Chacha's sister. Chacha made sure her sister lost everything. If you remember, there was a time Chacha put that she opened an Africa. My Facebook is on. She opened an African shop in Wusi Doors. In Wusi Doors. That is the man's brand. The sister got so angry, and even her mom was mad at Chacha for doing that to her sister. It one of the reason the family and Chacha not dey in good terms. So fast forward to where they relocated after Abuja saga. Chacha hook up with another Nollywood marketer. Dat one na big boy, now relocated. Na dat time when dat one relocate, im tell Chacha say make she convince Austin dey so they can relocate together and continue. So we are going to leave this year today because I just wanted to highlight you on that Suleiman aspect of it. That Suleiman have a child with a Nollywood actress, and Suleiman is preaching what he is not practicing. And what do I suggest? Suleiman should close those places called church, those shrine called, called church, and go find a better work. Suleiman, our women cannot continue to fund your decepts. We cannot continue to fund your lies and your scam. Go look for a better work, like a Chinese man, like an American man, like a European man, like a Pakistan, like an Indian man working, not hiding under religion to cause havoc, to lie, to cheat, and to do and destroy the mindset of the society, because your contribution to the society is nothing but pollution and destruction. Our kids are not safe because of the message that is passed every day in the church. And you don't have no power to impact the society apart from collecting nothing but donation. And you have to stop Jeremiah and also call that are in the background of this church's thing. Stop. We want to make the church a company, a business place for our people to go and work, so that the crime rate will go down in the black community. There will be peace in our country. We have a very beautiful country, but you people have destroyed the mindset of the people. They don't believe in job. They believe in quick money. They believe in criminality. They believe in things that are not going to build our society. We need to take our society back, and we need to hold people accountable for the destruction and the deception that is going on in our society. Suleiman, go get a better job. We need to get our society in order. You are worried, you are so worried about how your children will feel. We too, we are worried about how our children, our nieces are going to grow in this type of a society. Go to your church, you brainwash them, you tell them they don't need to work, they don't need to do this, they don't need to do that. No, sir. You need to go look for a proper job and let us be. I'm not going to stop this video now because I just remember something, that after GLB Nation, which is the gist lover Graham, posted this Suleiman message. There are more messages, but that is going to be in another video. After he posted this video, this message, let me show you what somebody that is affiliated to Suleiman did. And he posts, "Dear GLB Nation, I heard there has been panic in all their camp ever since I dropped those pictures on Telegram. I heard calls being going on right, left, centered, panic and fear all over. Sheyi trying to call Lara to sort out things, thinking it Lara who let the cat out of the bag. Lara also trying to reach out to Yam Pepper scatter. The one way come catch my attention. The one way catch my attention be Pastor Suleiman Oloko giveaway. A lot of una favorites dey Suleiman table. A lot of them you don't even expect. One of them serve on monthly salary of 1 million naira. Not the year. 1 million naira. If that one come out now, it go dey show. It go dey show. Your son go believe say because if somebody start to run after ball, he will make money. If somebody start to put himself in front of video, that is how they make money. They don't believe in real talent, real real education, things that will benefit the society, working hard even if you don't go to school. So he said Suleiman did a giveaway. I'm going to check it out. They said one of them is on salary of 1 million. He placed that one on monthly salary. Be like that una, be like that one una they serve purpose well now. He sent somebody to one of my girls saying he will give that 1 million to talk to me. Say he don't change. Now yeah, Suleiman children. All of you that will come and say, shut up. May you shut up first. Go on, reset your brain. So he tried to bribe this lover. Listen to the message. Eh? Sorry, oh. My phone off. Just my phone off. Something is wrong somewhere. Something is just wrong with this one. I don't know. So Suleiman tried to bribe G's lover ground. So everything at 1 million for Suleiman hand. All your tithe and offering. Let me see where I stopped. Okay, he said he has one of our girl to talk to. Okay, somebody saying he will give that 1 million to talk to me. Say in don't change, and all of this is in the past. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The person where in go me say no. Say if she no waka jejeje, I fit swear for him together with Suleiman. Now so that one clear Suleiman say na wrong number he dial oh, emoji of laugh. Now so Suleiman change man saying it is his wife that will suffer for the review. How your wife want to suffer put Suleiman? If he be now, because you know say for that community they say man not the shame, man feel useless, man feel jeje. Say men not the shame. So I believe say na your wife go suffer put Suleiman. Now I just understand. I believe say na your wife go suffer. Even so they talk and say they fit do anyhow for Facebook. The ones wey born boys for inside, they fit open their leg for Facebook. They fit naked say end of the day now boy pikin dey born. Boys not the shame. That is the fake narrative that many of them are pulling all over everywhere. They don't want the men to be responsible, to be good men, to be responsible men, to serve the divine purpose of men in this planet Earth. They want them to be useless. Why the women will be doing the jobs of men and the men will be weak. So just off. I don't know. He said now your wife go suffer for anything. Okay, for the review I'm about to do. Nye, 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 nye. Pastor, rest, oh, rest in Jesus' name. Your wife won't suffer for anything. Now your name we will call, not your wife. Now you use prick scatter everywhere. So don't blackmail my emotions. Knowing fully well, I hate to see women cry or down. Now you we want us more. I'm talking about charging you never charge Suleiman. That actress is still on monthly salary as we talk, and a lot of them still have a thing with you. So rest in Jesus' name. We never come people don dey run kitty. For the past 2 days now, some people no cross eye sleep well because of what is about to eat them. A laughing emoji. Pastor, whom members look up to as squandering members' money to actresses una. Politicians, same thing. Una don see why those actresses are doing better than actor. E don dey clear now. Pastor own pain me pass because people trusted una with their peanut they have. Doing offering and tithe, fiam una go pack the whole money to use and knack buy house for una olosho and all. Guess judgment is from this earth. Na so I believe o. Me, I no be partidaria of say leave judgment where you for don see God. Mumu, mumu, you don see God? Leave judgment for God. Leave. How many times you don see God? Ozuo. People when they do bad, when they impact your life, go impact the life of your children. You say, may leave good judgment for God. People will bring God come. Now so they take they leave. Now the God they take they leave. Now they take they mention nonsense. Sense not there your head. So pastor don't use microphone when they make for China, when they make for UK and all. They don't scatter your brain. It can't your pastor no who fit you know who fit get company when they even they buy go buy and sell at Zembo and e go even pay people 5k but e no get nonsense. So stop deceiving people. GLB nation abi wetin una feel make we free dem or fire on una fire on gist lovergram fire on nothing like free we no dey free nothing their nonsense too much the go wear baby cloth come dey deceive themselves. No free we are ready for the gist. More wireless peace is not an option. Peace no be option for Suleiman. Why? When dem don deceive us for years we no go get peace. Preach, pray. Person go pray go nearly die. He said, I'm here to assist on by helping us talk to GLB to temper justice with mercy. That is their chat. Look at the chat. This is the chat. To temper justice with mercy, please understand. The person that told me about you know you very well from childhood, that you have a good relationship with GLB, that you can help us talk on my sister behalf. I will appreciate your help with 1 million for your help us, dear Tayo. Please help us, please. My monetary appreciation is just me to you. If you want a price for helping I can pay. You dey hear where the money wan from come? No be sulala go still bring the money, but I can assure you this is not a fake pay, dear Tayo. I don't mind reaching GLB directly if my message will be attended to. Gist lover no go follow dem o, no go follow Suleiman. Anybody wey hold Suleiman secret, Suleiman fit just carry am go just cover am because e no wan make anybody know. E want to maintain that status of Jesus messenger. Na me dey see Jesus. If you wan send message oya send me I go tell am. E wan maintain am. Fake. So make we read o. E say I don't take money for help, man. My oga too doesn't. Oh, I will still love to appreciate people who go all out for me. What's the problem, man? Kindly, okay, when he asked that question, he said, kindly help us, my sister help us to GLB. He or she should please temper justice to nothing. We are not defending his past life, but presently he is a changed man. Wetin he will make you believe say as sulala come arrogant reach say he go change from sweetness. The same person dey flex, no be one, no be two, three. That one na sickness Suleiman get so. Na sickness, pervert, pervertido as Spanish dey call am. Na that kind person be. Na no get medicine wey dem dey give am. Na im make im wife sit down dey look am say make e kpai. The day wey e kpai, remember go cry, go drop am for 6 feet. He go don carry all the property, carry everything. That time we go come do all those girls shaking. So for the sake of his kids, Suleiman, you dey think of your children when you dey pregnant girls. You snatch your left hand worker, you snatch their girlfriend, you snatch their all of them. You go spoil their relationship, you go give some belle, you go tell me dem go remove am, everything. So you no know say na people born those people when they follow, they do threesome, they do four, they do five some. na people born them o. So your own pikin, they will just still do the vagar and well. So you don't want make your children stain, they must stain and lie, because they say the sins of the father, it must touch the children. Even if you not go, if I not pray may trust some people children, but your own, it must reach you, because now you be the preacher. Now you be the preacher when they tell people how people will take leave. You're supposed to live accordingly. He said that it don't change you. Abi Lizzie can go buy key put for the bonla for AliExpress. Maybe key don't they? If they want open am, only Lizzie go open am. He said for the sake of his kids and family at large. So Suleiman, you they protect your family and they destroy another person children. What betide you? I have been begging you too, my dear. Help, help me to help my sister. Who is your sister? Pastor Johnson wife. Who is the pastor? Let's see, am. Pastor Johnson wife. You see, am. He said, we say which pastor, which Johnson, Pastor John Suleiman. You don't say, so na do not say na fake. Now the person come tell am say, I am not hungry, ma. Enjoy your day, ma. I'm done talking, ma. Where I come from, we appreciate every gesture, no matter how little help pass. Don't go without receiving gesture for good deed. Lie, lie. Now you dey collect money from people, yes. Which discount you don't give them for tithe and offering wey you obligated dey pay una? Oloburuku, oloshi, ojibole. He said, I don't know about other tribe. You dey hear? It is a normal thing with my people. I do not know how you are saying it, but I know a lot has changed with this generation. I pray God keep upholding us all. He said, no man, keep it man. My sister is married to popular Nigeria pastor who has brought nothing but pains to her through his past lifestyle. We dey talk about Apostle Sula life for years. They want go bribe this lover. They want go bribe jeans lover. Make it for not talk about him. Suleiman, you cannot hide the truth. Una don too do. Una don too do. Yes, every years for the pray. Make dem dash am house. Una don too do. Hey, I no fit happy. Dat pikin, I will go adopt am come Europe, make e come see as dem dey work. Make e come see how dem dey person dey work, say no be Pastor Suleiman or any church go pray or somebody go dash you money, say e no dey work like dat. I go adopt dat pikin come. Make e see where real people for dey work. So they say Suleiman say you never bring anything apart from pain to this family. How you come take different from most Nigerian men? Most of the 80% na painful marriage dem dey for Nigeria. So you no be different to them. You're not supposed to dey talk about dey counsel people for marriage or dey talk about marriage, Apostle Suleiman, because you are not different from the people you are talking to. See the person that came to do the negotiation, and he said, you since Lizzie marry you, Lizzie another rebel, say you never bring anything come the table apart from ogbeti, ogbeti, visional speaker, ogbeti, everywhere. Say you have nothing to offer. Say no problem. Your second name. He say, my sister is married to popular Nigerian pastor who has brought nothing but pains to her through. You don't understand in okay, who has brought nothing but pain to her through his past lifestyle. Now past now because all of us don't know say na 3 3 4 4 9 dey operate. So my sister has not been herself over the years because of too much controversy. However, she was able to push through. Vale, try calm you. She was able to push through amidst the whole drama with the aid of a therapist. You see Anna, Suleiman wife get he go carry therapist. He no go pay food, go pay, no be free. He go just do am for internet now, he go carry therapist, go dey tell her him problem, everything. Na secrecy, don bind them. But you carry your own go give Suleiman. Meanwhile, Suleiman when you carry your problem go give you fully body remain. He own fully body. Suleiman wife sef, you know dey cry and go give God. You na therapist. Man like me and you. Na Suleiman dey cry, he won't go give. You know dey cry and go give God. You go pay for therapist. That one go dey do your work. Meanwhile, you carry your own go give Suleiman. Suleiman go dey take you preach it direct, dey cost you. He say na therapist o, na him Lizzy for come dey, na him come dey console Lizzy. Instead of Suleiman to preach una make una go therapist on a problem, go say God will do it. But recently, she has started withdrawing again. And her reason are because her daughter are grown. They see all this. They ask her mental health is a very bad state now. And I know I can say okay. That's so they take come for bribing, bribing and corruption. That's Suleiman will carry my crib. Oh, Suleiman, when they talk, hide your face, Suleiman. Hide your garden face. You are part of the problem. And all of una, when they enter comments and you leave him pity for him, na pity they buy una. Na pity they buy una. Una not dey tire for suffer. Una not dey tire for dirty, useless society where people not fit think well. Are you okay? Stop it. Stop it if you are part of the pity party. Suleiman no dey pity anybody. With my spiritual heart, people wey don pass Suleiman hand enter 6 feet, not be small. And Suleiman, at the end of the day, Suleiman hand no go good. Suleiman go suffer dearly for all the evil wey he don do. He must pay dearly for it. Whether you like it or not, I don't give it down. I don't talk my own. So let me leave you all, everyone. It's the Real Edo Girl on YouTube, on Facebook, single mother, single father in Europe, and on my second page, presenter we know the presentable. Bye bye, everyone. Don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and let's have a conversation. And whatsoever you think about this video, put it down on the comment down below so that we can talk. Okay, bye bye, everyone.